Yo, what's up guys? My name is Holly and welcome back to Chronicle. This is the home where some of my favourite people and I will get together, tell some awesome stories and hopefully take you guys along for the ride with us. Today we're going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, so if you don't know what that is by now, it's about time you get to know. We're the perfect place for you to do so right here at Chronicle. We're going to be returning to the world of Cthora, which is a homebrew world of my own creation. We are missing, I should say, Mark and James tonight, so we're 2 people short. Unfortunately, uni gets in the way, right? And I think Mark's doing some other fun stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Camping.
Mark's living.
Yeah, Mark's living his best life. As he should. Yeah. As he should.
No. Should get from step walk.
I've already got A9s.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are both. You have access to this stuff?
Is there on our accounts?
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's why we haven't got it.
Yeah, handy. So, without further ado, I think it's time for us to get into our prologue. This one is going to be similar to the ones that I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, because this is all happening in the same day, so...
It's a long day.
Get scared.
What happened?
Get scared. There was a moth.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to kill that bug like the last 3
Is
minutes.
it a moth? I don't know what it is.
Nah, it's like a mosquito
I just saw
or something.
something like flying in my peripheral. Terrifying. Because this is all happening in the same day, I'm going to just do one of those classic info, lore, kind of background-based prologues. So please bear with me, I'll get into it, and then hand over to the party, and that's what you really want to see. So, alright. Our lore drop for today takes place in the Citadel of Dreams, in Lorothia. Home to the benevolent dream spirits of the realm, the Citadel resides under the absolute power of Luron, the god known as the King of Dreams. You bitch! Come here! No, she didn't get it.
Oh!
So close.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Okay, we're starting again. We're not doing this. Alright. Home to the benevolent dream spirits of the realm, the Citadel resides under the absolute power of Luron, the god known as the King of Dreams. Unique to the plane of dreams, this city is constantly changing and altering itself, depending on the focus of the dreams of creatures and their needs throughout not only the material plane, but the various planes inhabited by sentient beings. This expansion and shaping of the city is possible through the use of a magical material with sand-like properties known as somlunos. Somlunos ensures that creatures are fleetingly transported to the dream plane during their unconscious moments. It allows for the construction of the city itself and dreams. The city itself is bathed in swathes of cream, white, and silver, accented by an iridescent sheen that acts as a quality of the somlunos. As a result of the constant expansion, certain sections of the city that are currently undergoing transformation will experience debris and somlunos flying around the area as it begins to construct the necessary buildings and structures. This somlunos can be seen rushing under the thin glass sheets that make up the walkways of the Citadel, made with refined somlunos. Similarly, the buildings of this city are made of somlunos and the material itself that slowly moves and shifts to accommodate an expanding city. Though the city's structure is constantly fluctuating and reordering itself, there are certain quadrants of the city that are consistent, reflecting the different stages and types of dreams in which a creature may experience throughout their life. For example, one quadrant of the city is relating to the dreams of childhood, whereas another is dedicated to bizarre dreams. The physical structure of these sections of the city tends to reflect the quality of these dreams, such as upside-down staircases and spongy brickworks in the bizarre quadrant. Certain structures are also consistent, such as the central spire and keep that the city surrounds, soaring high above the dream plane and city below with an enormous orb swirling with dreams that rotates gently at its peak. This building houses the Hall of the King and his quarters, as well as several rooms hosting the Rift Guardians and Dreamwalkers, responsible for guarding and constructing the dreams of sentient creatures during their unconscious moments. The Halls of Ambition are also present within the keep, containing rows upon rows of an individual's deepest, truest dreams and aspirations in life. Luron's keep also boasts the storage of prophecies, relating to ancient kings and modern-day warriors, for example, as well as the prophecies given to everyday citizens. But our story for the evening, so fun.
I want to
so
go there.
fun.
Yeah, I want to go there too.
Yeah, that sounds like rad as hell.
Dream City.
Dream City Slays.
I want to go to the bazaar.
I want to go
bazaar
get my
Later.
prophecy read.
Thank you anyway.
Actually, Leah can do that anyway.
True.
Huh?
You can tell
The tarot
prophecies.
cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, nice. But our story for the evening begins under a copse of trees with a group of explorers trying to find their footing far away from familiar territory. Gentle flurries of snow that spiral down towards them land softly in their hair and drape across their shoulders before it floats to the ground beneath them. The crunch of heavily packed snow fills the air as they shuffle around. Bless you, waiting for the rest of their group to return from the errands they sought to run before their upcoming journey. Around them, the faint rustle of this small garden, surviving amidst the harsh temperatures, brings peace and tranquility. A much-needed respite after weeks of turmoil and danger. They gather together at the base of these trees, communing with the nature around them and watching a slowly rebuilding city. Faint peals of laughter ring out from afar as children rush to and fro, climbing over ruined buildings and running across the tops of walls, playing with charred sticks and twigs like swords. For a time, it's peaceful. So, Benamed, with your upcoming journey to the Temple of Eklios soon approaching, what would you all like to do?
What time of the day is it?
It's probably about 5, and it's getting pretty dark now since you guys are so high up. The snow's kind of gently falling around you.
Is everyone back together now?
So I believe you are still on your
Yes,
way,
perfect. That's how. Because
and so is Nadria, I think.
Okay, because I had a thing. I want to like be sprinting back to the group as fast as my little legs
Yeah,
can carry
you've got
me,
some shit
and I'm
to
just
say.
gonna be yelling, Delbert, Delbert!
Before that happens, because that'll be highly distracting for Dilbert.
Leah's so cool.
Can I have a look at the thing that we found in the hand, or the thing that fell off the others just tattooed?
Yeah, so the one that was under the rubble?
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What would you like to look for?
I just there's a little dome,
Mhm.
and the thing is it inside the bag of holding right now,
No,
I think Abelard has it.
I have
right?
one
Yeah.
of them and the other one's in the
and
back
it's
of holding.
not whirring around and making noise.
What's your passive perception?
Does my 17 pick that up?
12.
With a 12, you don't pick up any noises of whirring. You don't either.
Do you let me touch it?
No.
No. Well, let me. I'm really.
Bad decision.
Back beast.
I'm the one that tugged at my arm.
Is that your...
That's my official Dilbert response.
To what? I was gonna give it to you.
To the preconceived notion that Dilbert might not actually receive it. Thank you. Aggressively.
I wasn't going to.
That's
Thanks.
right.
Was I like the wrong person?
I like
talking
doing it.
to a god too.
I would just like to kind of, I suppose, not try and take it apart, but look for to see if there is a method of activating it, like a button.
Sure, roll an investigation check for me.
Provide help action.
I don't. For the
Are
record,
you-
I don't want to press the button.
You're providing the help action?
Yeah.
How do you do so? Dilbert's got it in
I've
his
already
hands.
rolled, so.
In knowledge of planar magics?
I'll say why I was asking is because if Dilbert has it in his hands and he's rotating it and flipping it, you would be doing a perception check, so not an investigation.
Cool.
So you can roll a separate perception check.
Okay.
But investigation's like when you're poking around something or looking for.
It was
Searching.
for the record, I'm not trying to press any buttons. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
just
look
looking
for
for
one.
'em.
It was a 13.
Sure.
What did you get? Like a 27 or something?
That is, I think it's a 25.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Yes. Correct.
Dilbert, as you're
Yep.
flipping it around, you don't see any mechanisms or anything that would
Mm-mm.
necessarily lend itself towards being like a switch
Sure.
or a lever or like any buttons or anything like that. So it doesn't seem like there's, to your knowledge, at least at this point, a manual activation. You don't either see that. What you do notice when you're looking at it, as Dilbert's flipping it over, you see there's a very thin crack that appears to, it's almost like a seam that runs between the two discs, and it seems to be of some sort of braided material, of a deep green in colour.
Is it like the what is it, the magic fluid thing we found in the dungeon? What did you call it?
The Zushtar?
Yeah, the one where we found the acid.
Oh.
Is it like that green liquid? One in the Temple of Vogue.
Deep cut.
What, the liquid? That wasn't
Yeah,
acid,
I know
was
what
it?
you're talking about. I think you're talking about the ore, aren't you? That
Yeah.
So that was blue, I believe.
It was blue, yeah.
But I'll get you to do a separate roll in a second. Dilbert, what you notice as you're flipping it over is that just above, where you can see. So after Abelard points out the seam that kind of runs between the two discs.
Draconic on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, so in the center you can see that the helix is actually not, it's not like the DNA strand helix. This one actually appears to be more of like a ball shape.
Like
So it's been more squished down a little
atomic
bit.
orbital vibes.
Kinda, yeah.
Sure.
You didn't get it, Leo.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is
So
just
it's
gonna
so
be a
bad, so
constant.
bad.
It's just gonna be a
We
constant.
need like one of those
thing.
fly swatters, which
Yeah.
I don't know.
For the viewers, there is a little mozzie that we
We're
can't
going
seem
to
to kill, and
heaps
it's
of mites.
frustrating us.
It's gonna eat me.
It can only
Excellent,
eat so
ready,
many people at once.
Yeah, it's gonna eat me.
No, I think like I'm actually highly allergic to mosquito bites, so
Yeah.
it'll probably eat me.
The
Fuck is it?
It's okay.
first of all, can you remind me what the Draconic says on it again?
So, where I was before,
Oh,
my
sorry.
point I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
distracted.
yeah. Of
So
course.
there's more. The Draconic that you're referring to is the instructions to put it together around the.
Oh yeah,
edge.
yeah.
But you do notice that there is a Draconic script
Mm.
within, like engraved onto these metal strands
Oh, cool.
of the actual helix itself.
Can I read it?
They're very, very hard to read. So
I see.
go ahead and make a perception check, and I
Okay.
assume you're pointing it out to Abelard?
Sure, but Abelard can't read Draconic.
No, but
Don't
you can
think-
get symbols, I guess. So
I can write them down.
yeah. So make a perception check with advantage.
Sure. Oh, that's not good. 5 with
It's
advantage. too.
really, really tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the actual disc itself is probably about this big.
Can I? How big? Sorry.
It's probably about this big. So it fits in your hand.
Yeah. Well, do it with hands.
But the actual core itself is maybe only like about that big. So it's really small, really hard to read these engravings on them.
Is there? This is Dilbert's first tinkering moment. Is there any glass around?
You mean other than
shattered
the
glass or?
Not where you are
something
at the
of the
moment. You
sort?
guys are in that garden under the trees. So
Is
you
there
could go.
sand anywhere? No, there would be sand or dirt
There's snow.
anywhere. Yeah.
We're in the mountains.
Oh, no.
What are you trying to do?
What about ice?
Yeah, there's a better chance of finding ice than sand or
Yeah.
dirt.
Is there? Would I be able to find an icicle or something?
Yeah, sure.
Just
Roll
somewhere.
an investigation check for me. Pretty
Sure.
low DC.
18.
18? Nice, didn't even need it. You looking around for some sort of material that you can use. You can see on that branch where Ira, you'd seen the Sperry before. A row of icicles is just hanging down. You snap one off.
Can I? I got this idea from Frozen. Yo! Nice, good job.
The Messiah!
Let's
My
go.
lord.
I don't know if I just clipped its wing or not.
That's fine.
I think
As long as it's not flying.
Look, I saw it fall.
I think you're all good.
I got this idea from Frozen.
Ah.
I snapped the end off the icicle, and I want to try and use it as a magnifying glass, like a telescope.
I don't really remember Frozen, so
Yeah.
Olaf is in the window, and then he breaks off a bit of ice, and then breaks off the end and looks through it, and then he can see Kristoff coming back to kiss Anna.
I don't think it's not how icicles work, but
This
I'm
is
gonna try.
this is the snowman.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
Olaf.
me attempting to try, because I was gonna try and find glass that I
So-
could have used to
My
amplify it, sort of.
my point was that you guys are in a garden. There are ruined buildings everywhere. You could also scout the buildings like nearby. There's just none in your immediate vicinity.
Oh sure.
But because I think it's fun,
Mm.
the icicle, sure. I will say,
Yeah.
do it. You run a little bit hotter than the average person,
Mm.
and already like you can see bits of it kind of melting. So you have to be pretty quick. So roll a dex check for me.
Oh yes. You love to see it. Dex check. That's just normal Dex mod.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be a 23.
Sick. With a 23, you slap the icicle down on the actual glass itself,
Yeah.
and it kind of squeaks a little bit as you're trying to position it properly. I will say that you run through it pretty quickly, but I'd like to ask you to roll a perception check for me.
Yep.
This one's pretty high DC, so
Okay.
we'll see how you go.
I give it guidance.
Sure. Can I also add my inspiration dice?
Yeah.
Oh.
Saving it.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
this inspiration. The vibe of it is like the tinkering spirit
Mm-hmm.
is kind of coming about. Is
That's-
is that D8?
D8,
Yeah.
D4, D20.
Come on.
Oh, hi.
Fuck!
No.
I rolled a nat 1.
It's like me with the fucking vibe check.
It's so sad. Okay.
Inspiration just curses our roll.
Yeah.
For the if it makes any difference, which it won't, it was a 9 with everything added to it.
Everything matters.
Sure.
With a
Nat 1. It's a
With a
crit
nat
fail.
1.
Yeah.
you are putting the
If it breaks the glass.
you're putting the icicle down, and it immediately just kind of spills across the top. But what you do catch sight of, you're trying to look for the script, and you can't find it as it's melting like really quickly from the heat and like the panic of your hand against the icicle. You do catch that there is a very small sphere in the center of the helix that the metal, like brass strands, seem to revolve around.
Do it till
That's
it's
what you
frustrated.
catch with a natural one.
Yeah. Do
You
it till
don't
the
see what you're trying to.
Yeah. I mean, it's something. Do it's frustrated at this point. But then takes a deep breath. I fail to realize that fire and ice do not mix well together. I have been in this position many times in the past week. For the record, if anyone missed it, Do it almost got buried under snow.
Yes.
Oh,
you
and
did.
drowned.
And drowned in ice that he melted, or snow that he melted. And I'm just gonna, I suppose, hand it back to Avalon before I throw it on the ground and smash it.
Sure.
I make an attempt to transcribe the text names out of the helix. What was that from that?
I relay that there's a little ball as well in the middle.
Sure. Yeah. You weren't part of the Nat 1 roll, so yeah, go for it.
Okay. Perception check.
Yep.
Myself with guidance. See if I can transcribe some text.
Is that that one?
No.
Thank God.
So that's a 17.
A 17.
Two nat
What
ones.
number is that?
That's a 9.
It's a 9. It looks like a 2.
That's a 9 because there's a dot at the bottom.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, it's not.
The die is very hard to read.
I have a 9 actually.
With a 17, you can definitely see the script a little bit easier than Dilbert. But again, it's really, really tiny. And you also don't know the language. So in order to transcribe it, I would like to get an intelligence roll from you. What would be the most applicable here?
You can always-
Just roll a flat intelligence for me.
Well, you
So,
can always also pick another skill and then make me roll with my in bonus instead of whatever skill bonus the other one has as well.
It's fine.
Just a flat one?
Yeah, so this is just to see if you can make out the shapes properly, and then in order to transcribe it, you probably have to do a performance check. So it's a big day for
Multiple
Abelard.
roads.
A lot of
Multiple rolls,
guidances.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just because it's a different language that you don't
Yeah.
know. There are similarities there, but it's not quite the same.
That's a 5.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're reading. It's so small and squished together that it's almost impossible to determine where one letter starts and another one ends, and all of the letters seem to kind of run in together like a cursive script. And there are odd little accents above them. You think you've got an okay job, so roll a performance check for me. You've done an alright job at discerning them.
Oh, that's better. That's a 21.
Sure.
Let's see if Dilbert can read the not so good handwriting of
That's
So-
true.
Shitty draconic.
With a 21, you watch as Abelard is staring into this helix, like squinting, really quickly writing things down that he thinks he sees, and the calligraphy is great. Like for Abelard, who's not even looking at the paper, it's falling from the pen tip. You pass it off to Dilbert. Dilbert, what you read is a lot of really random words,
Sure.
like blue, onion, meat,
Oh.
and
right.
it makes absolutely no sense to you.
Blue onion.
Look, if this is what it says in there, I don't know if I want to touch it anymore.
Not onions, man.
I say what it says. And
You
I'm
can
like,
say it aloud, and Abelard, you're not confident that's what you were reading, but
I think we might need to get like a
Draconic's a
microscope
funny,
or something.
a funny language.
What's A9's eyesight like?
A9. In what way?
Does A9 have any?
He's very good at investigating. He can't perceive for shit.
Oh shit! Val can read Draconic.
Val can read Draconic?
Can Val give it a shot? The reason why I like it is he's got the whiz bonus for the good perception, but he's just got the language.
You gotta role play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of all happened already.
Yeah.
I will say, 2 people have had a shot at this
Maybe
for now.
tomorrow.
I think, we'll give it a break for now and see how it goes, just
I
because
respect
I don't
that.
want you guys to
Yeah.
keep
Zoom in.
focusing on this when maybe there's another way to do
I
it. Like
respect
if you want to
I
go and
respect
look for a magnifying glass, we can do that.
I'm
Tools.
maybe.
I'll keep my eye out passively, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
A9 could make a set of tools to maybe help.
I was about to say, I think we could probably like to like Lundosa or something. They probably
Yeah.
have the equipment there.
So you don't want me to make something? I could make, if you give me an hour, I can make a fancy magnifying glass.
Does that count as one of the tools?
I
Oh,
don't
that
know.
counts as jeweler's tools.
But you need glass.
I have. These arms just do crazy magic shit. You forget I can make anything out of anything. It's like just pulling it out of my ass somehow.
Damn,
He doesn't canonically say that.
that's crazy.
Holy shit! Val could turn. Actually.
You need to turn him
Okay, I think we should move
Yes.
on for now. I think we've exhausted.
No, I had an idea.
I know you had an idea, but it's too late, okay.
I think it's.
Oh
too
no,
late.
it's not a check or anything.
Mhm.
It's Val wild shaping into like a fly, so it's about the same
Oh.
size as the text.
Yeah, but I feel like that'd make the.
Sorry, I won't. If you.
I am going to stand by what I said.
Okay.
Yes.
Not today,
Got it.
but give it a shot tomorrow. Maybe it'll work out.
Val will have an epiphany tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stuart will be trying again.
It's a nice idea. I like it.
Or an 8. Something small.
We'll wait for Mark to get back. Mark,
Does anyone else have something they'd like to do?
Yeah. So I'd say
You've got a
Kruger,
friend.
you probably be running.
yeah.
You can see, you can hear Kruger before you can see him. You can hear the clunk, 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 clunk as he's running down.
Does anyone else hear that? It's like an annoying little bug.
Oh! I tripped. Ow!
Delbert! Where are
I think that's Kruger.
That's what he sounds like.
You see like sliding around a corner. You can see Kruger trying to catch.
Can I
his
do like an
feet.
epic? Can I attempt to do like an epic like side slide down an alleyway like? And
Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Perfect. Which one was rolling shit?
Crashes into the wall.
Yeah, that's what I want. You were rolling bad.
Please be in that one.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
13.
A 13. It's not the coolest that you.
That's even better. It's lame.
It's not the coolest that you've seen. Like as you go to drop down to the ground, you feel your knee kind of digging into these like the flagstones, and you feel it kind of sting and scratch against your knee.
That's a very accurate.
You don't get too much
We're having a running
slide.
race. We're having a running race later.
I'll lose.
Stuart and Kruger.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rile you up about it. I've got 45
You get another action
feet
set.
of
And,
movement.
Okay.
and you can also fly, so
I
it
know.
kind of just seems a little bit unfair.
Yeah.
But if I get bigger, technically I can step further.
I
still
don't
do
think
that,
your
right?
movement speed
You can
changes
double dash.
though.
There's a lot of
Yeah, but
alleyways
one,
here
a
that are
short
pretty
rest.
long.
Yeah,
Give it
do
a shot.
sprints, not marathons.
Yeah. Yeah, if we're doing a sprint then.
Sidetracked.
Anyway, yes.
Anyways.
What does he want? I go, what do you want?
I grab you like. It's bad, man.
That's bad. I mean, I just spent like
I'm assuming we spent like maybe a good half an hour trying to read that stuff.
I just spent half an hour, like, absolutely failing at reading my favorite language, but what could be worse?
I grab. Kruger just like. Are you sitting down? Sit down.
I'll sit down.
And now I'm like, now my ass is cold. Great. And it's a little bit worse.
I sit down with you. No, I kneel. Like, look, bud, you're not gonna like. I need to ask you a quick question.
Sure.
I draw my map. I point to where roughly Taffy pointed out where all the kobolds are disappearing. But does this particular region of the Dawn Vale have any significance to you whatsoever?
Yeah, that's where my... Why? That's where I'm from. Why do you know, first of all, why do you know about that? Second of all, why does it matter?
One, you've told me, and two, and I relay everything.
What is everything?
That kobolds have been going missing and being smuggled down to the Underdark around where Dilbert was raised and born.
I forgot about that.
and potentially your parents went missing. You said that a long time ago, I think.
I'm sorry. What?
Your parents might be alive.
You're dead.
And they could have been smuggled into the Underdark. Meanwhile, bad forces are trying to smuggle creatures called like Titans or something above ground, and are trying to wreak havoc and evil, and they're also enslaving them.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I left.
That's the takeaway.
Did you say?
I learned it all from a friendly kobold named Taffy.
Are these Titans like similar to?
Do I recognize the name?
I described
Roll a
Taffy.
history check.
They were albino, right?
Yeah, kind of silver scale.
The silvery scale little fella, really kind of high pitched.
A 14.
You don't. No.
I've never heard of that guy in my life.
Well, I was looking to deliver some mail, and we just bonded, and I got some goss,
Did
and that's
he
the goss.
mention any names or, like,
No,
uh,
just that this region.
did he have any, like, more detailed information about the kobold? What are they called again? The places that kobolds live. Den.
Yeah.
Do they have any more detailed information about the den? I just want to make extra sure. We had neighbors.
No way.
rumors of titans trying to be brought to the surface. They
You-
produce maps of. Did they give me a map? They gave me a map, didn't they? Of the
Yeah,
Dark.
so you were given a map of actually a kobold den. So it was like it was a series
An
of
approximation.
yeah, it's a series of tunnels and chambers.
Does this look anything familiar?
Does it look familiar to me?
Roll. I'll use your last one. It does, yeah.
It
It seems like a really similar layout to where you grew up.
that looks like
I point to where I would approximate my.
Greg.
Well, I would
My
point to
Greg.
approximately where Greg would be, and then I point to where, because that's the more important thing, and then
Yeah.
I point to where like my room, quote unquote, would be relative to everything.
yeah, that's my den.
Can I read all the stuff on the outside? Wasn't there like a bunch of notes on the map? From what I remember,
Yeah,
out
so-
of character.
Krugar could read them as well. It's basically just like
Like rambling.
not rambling. It was like a blast here, or like cave in, or like disappearance, that sort of stuff.
Would I remember any? Like, I'm assuming they've got arrows pointing to where those things occurred. Would I
Yeah.
remember any of those events happening?
This one I'll need you to get a
Sure.
history check for me. We'll see
I'm gonna roll
if you remember.
the blessed dice, Leah.
Are Colossals
Oh, God.
and Titans the same thing?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. they are.
That'll be a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Ah.
You
I'm not rolling
d-
good.
You don't
rolling
remember.
Yeah. What about the 2 missing? I'm assuming that one probably rings a bell.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Just
And
a
then the
little bit,
one,
yeah.
what was the other one? The one disappeared.
Yeah.
That I'm
disappearance,
assuming that's me.
What could be
yeah. Who
great?
knows?
That, yeah. I mean, some
How-
of that seems familiar to me.
Are they trying to free? Did you say the Titans?
It's
Yeah.
not. That's not
Ah.
like them. Why
Yeah,
would they do that?
apparently, I don't know. They're trying to use you as your people as a workforce.
Like we all like dragons a lot, but I never saw them trying to dig deeper than we already had.
I don't know. That's all I got. That's all they were willing to tell me.
Dilbert in his head's kind of thinking without saying it out loud.
God, I hope Norman's okay.
Oh.
Because Dilbert has
Oh,
no clue what's
me.
going on with Norman.
A
so,
legend.
Yeah.
You said
And kind of like holding the wooden dragon.
Aw.
Yeah.
You said Titans, didn't you? You said
Yeah.
they're trying to free Titans.
Yeah, they're trying to get like a titan or two up
Do-
to the
oh.
surface.
Do you know?
Trying.
Do you guys know about like the history of Titans and all that? About the war before? The
I
Celestial
had, yeah,
Bloodline.
I had a very mid-roll last week about that they're just powerful.
Yeah.
There's something about like very old, very strong.
They were like before you guys on the material plane. They had a war with the gods, and
Would
not good.
Are the
there have been
elemental titans?
any talk of the Titans? Because I remember, like, all I remember from my den when I was there
the planar titans?
was an obsession with dragons.
Mm.
Would there have been any mention of Titans? Or is that not going to be included?
I'll
'cause of my
say
bad history involved?
because it's actually kind of an area of interest for you.
Mm.
There is you do remember that sometimes dragons were referred to as colossals, or a colossus. Some of them were.
I can't remember them ever being infatuated with Titans, but
You're thinking planar titan. I was just told titan.
I
No,
refer-
no planar in front.
I relay that kind of notation that dragons can be referred to as colossals.
Some
didn't
some
say
were
that.
some of them were on the same side as the gods, weren't they? They weren't just one side.
Yes. Yeah. Some of them. So roll a history check for me.
I thought we were talking.
I Dubit
I
doesn't
don't
really
think
have
I-
a
Search your
lot
notes, bitch.
more to say. Dubit
I
kind of
don't
just...
think I did tell you this. I don't know.
Extreme war pushed them beneath the earth. That's where the quote from. Before the descent on the material plane, there was a rather brutal war, the primordial reckoning. Colossals, in quotation marks, colossals were willing to tear apart the first beings. Colossals may have something to do with the current situation.
Yeah.
Did
That's pretty much all you.
do you
know.
relay that?
Yeah.
Colossals were another word for dragons.
But dragons were they during the primordial reckoning when they were created? Or was it...
Was
So-
the War of the Holy Blood? No, no,
See
no.
if I think I mentioned this in the
Because you said something when you talk about the dragon law.
yes.
Because dragons came first. Yeah,
Mm.
so.
Let me see. I don't know if I ever sent you guys Dragon Law. Did I?
I've
I've sent you it,
yeah,
but
I
I
got
don't know if
Dragon
I've ever mentioned it to the party.
I think I got you to read a little bit of it, but leave out a specific
of it,
part at the
yeah.
end.
So the dragons were created as a part of the primordial reckoning. So that's when they were created. Before all of these humanoids, all of dragons and giants descended on Cthulhu and were created by the gods. There were beasts that were created called, they're usually called a colossus or colossals. Sometimes they are referred to as titans, though planar titans and these titans that they refer to are different. So
Oh, well then they might be meaning that.
a colossus is technically a being that was created from the elemental chaos. Some of these titans can take the form of dragons, though those particular titans or those particular colossals were created after dragons. So they have a very, very long stretch of history of creation. They still exist, but they're not as common now. And Wyladium has not been besieged by a colossus by any means. Most of them were pushed under the earth, in Wyladium at least.
And
Oh, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, is that information that we all know?
I'd say it's information that Abelard knows, and if Abelard chooses to share it with
Abelard
you, then
shares it.
Abelard, yeah.
in
Oh.
this
That
discussion...
all
Oh.
lines up way too well.
Ah.
I can't see any other reason why my den would choose to dig deeper if it wasn't for their beloved dragons.
Dubit, for the record, hates their den's worshipping of dragons, but also really likes dragons himself. But more from a point of view of liking
They're
the
badass.
creature
Yeah.
rather than
Worshipping
worshipping
it.
them.
That's based.
Yeah.
Oh.
I say as I worship the dragon god. Different. Different.
It's different.
It's a god.
It's different.
You found.
Maiar is a god, dragons are a beast.
You found that
True.
religion.
True.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them a beast.
Huh?
I wouldn't call them a beast. They're too smart.
Dragons. Not beasts, but they are creatures.
Yeah.
Created by gods. And Dubit knows the law, so.
Yes.
What have we got there?
Don't know.
Troll comment?
I don't know.
Hello.
This one?
Well, okay. So there.
Oh.
It was alcohol once.
Oh,
Now
That's
it's
one
water.
point in time.
wow. Well, it seems we have a new big threat on the playing board there.
Well, we got a lot on our plate already, so we might have to put it on the back burner.
But what if this Titan gets woken up and decides to bust through the tallest mountain in the Dawn Vale and then wreak havoc?
I think
Whilst they're having this conversation, I'm gonna go up to Nadja and pull my coat pocket out and be like, look.
Okay, we'll let them.
No, go.
Finish your bit.
I know.
Train of thought gone.
I'd just like to.
Legit.
Dubit says,
yeah, that lines up way too easily. But I feel like we should
Very
finish
like-
what we're currently doing first.
My watch.
I think that if it's been going on for as long as it has been going on, it would not hurt to to leave it be.
But aren't you worried about potentially your parents and your friends from your home?
My parents have been missing for a long time.
They could be down there. What if this, like, if this didn't happen overnight? This is gonna have been going on for years. Maybe the reason your parents never came home, or you thought they were gone because they were taken from you.
It's not really a big, it's not high on my list of things that I need
Finding
to do.
your parents is not a big deal?
Kruger.
Yes.
No, it's good character moment. I like it. I like the pain.
I might have parents.
I've already accepted that my parents are probably gone. If they're down there and I find them, I don't know if I'd be able to accept that or process it in any capacity. It'd just make things too complicated, and I don't know if that's something I want to deal with right now.
Considering Kruger just sent a letter to his parents because he's finally actually worried about them, and hearing that, he's just like, his mind is like a giant spiral, but going in like 7 different directions. He's
If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm more worried about my friend than my parents. And if going back means maybe protecting him, then that's all that matters to me.
So wholesome.
Yeah.
well, if we can help your friend, at the very least, maybe I guess we can make a detour on the way back if we want to go underground.
I think he can handle himself
Okay.
for at least a little bit longer.
Well,
He's probably the smartest kobold I know. He's maybe the smartest thing I know.
Referring to everything.
Like when you say like smart.
I say that well within earshot of people that are probably way smarter than Norman.
A9's like,
No, I'm like you mean like smart enough to like build like this thing, like holding the disc.
I mean, he'd probably give it a shot.
And he probably would.
we need.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do it kind of gives off a silent prayer to Norman specifically and his den. And while he's doing so, he kind of pays just like a sliver of a thought to his parents and where they could be.
You're praying to my art?
Yeah. Just for safety and the thought of his parents, which he hasn't considered in a long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you like get on your knees and like do the whole like actual prayer, or like what does your prayer look like?
It's more so just like a silent a moment of just like silent thought and consideration for people that might need a bit of protection right
Nice.
Well,
now. And
that's-
then I kind of just let that linger.
Mhm. Yeah, the air around you after this discussion is pretty heavy. At the same time, there's also a bit of hope, a bit of a bright spark with Ira showing Nadra.
Wholesome content.
Wholesome.
Yeah, the friend
That
that
was
you
wholesome.
yes, that was wholesome. That you'd acquired in your pocket. You can see it kind of just its huge eyes, the slightly pointed nose, the like puff of white and grey hair kind of looking up towards you.
What is that?
Name ideas?
I have one somewhere.
What?
Of what?
No, pretend it's not there. Otherwise it'll run away from me.
Pretend it's not there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get you, I
Pretend you don't see the fucking.
Why are you showing
Don't
it to
acknowledge
them?
your existence.
Adorable.
Why are you showing them the thing and then we don't pay attention to
Yeah.
it?
You can hear it kind of. And like huge eyes just kind of looking at you. Nadria.
Oh god. Oh god. Where did you find that?
It was just in a tree.
You found it in a tree?
It came up to me. It wasn't my fault.
Do you know what it is?
It's berry.
Can I like roll see if I
Yeah,
know anything?
roll a nature check
There you go.
or a history check.
Don't roll it.
Holy shit, I hope they're like buddy eaters or something.
Actually, yeah, history check's base. I didn't roll a 2, I rolled a 3. An 8.
An 8, you have heard of them. No idea. You know, when you were in Canaan, there would be some sort of merchants that would sell exotic animals or would sell like familiars for wizards and things that were studying.
That wasn't me. Is it a familiar?
I never said that.
It is now.
I never said that.
I know, I'm kidding.
You'll have to find out.
I
You wanna
forgot
take some
how
warlock levels?
epic the dragon lore was. I'm just
Yeah, right.
reading it again. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Did you name it?
Huh? Oh.
Oh, no, not yet. Yes.
You
Sorry,
named the
I
dragon
just
boy.
Don't know that. I'm trying to find it.
Is this Ira saying that?
No, this is me.
Wait, hang on.
You
You
can
will
see its
find
little like raccoon hands coming out.
Just like a step back.
What is it? 8.
You can roll a nature check for me to see what it eats.
Do it. With the tray.
Flesh.
Yo.
Get it back.
Tiefling horn.
It's gonna go
12.
full Infinity Gauntlet moment.
12? Nice. These kind of creatures are omnivorous. So you assume they would typically eat things like insects, nuts.
Sorry, no, it's only because my brain's focused on something else. I'm sorry.
Things like fruits, berries, probably a good bet to feed them. Maybe some grain too. Yeah, they sometimes will eat meat, but that's probably more of a not like it's kind of like a weasel, you know. It's not like a last resort thing, but like they probably eat other things over meat.
Cool. Awesome. Now I need to pick up some berries
Sure.
from a shop, from a store. I'm not gonna just go picking wild berries to kill the poor things.
Poison.
Eat them!
Eat the suspicious mushroom. It's poison.
I think. No, not that. Drink
It's still just like staring at you from the pocket.
I can't
You found it on a tree?
Yeah, it came up to
And you
me.
just picked it up.
Yeah. No,
Ew,
no, I didn't.
what
it
is
came
that?
up, I didn't know it was
Yeah.
there.
You guys can hear like faint sounds of like the squeaking, but you can't see it unless like you're facing Ira's pocket because Nadria's kind of in the way.
Dinner?
No one else.
Did you catch food?
Dilbert.
I'm not showing anyone else.
Sure.
How do I have an idea just 'cause it's passive is kind of cracked?
You're from another plane.
Well, like, but I know where I know where it is. I want to know what
From
it is.
another place.
You know Ira's
And now
got
it's
something in
a
her
snowball.
pocket.
Yeah.
It's in my pocket.
That's oh my god, did
Is
you?
it
Is that
Snowball?
what you called it?
That's the
That's a
third
good name.
snowball that I
That'd be honestly, canonically, fucking great name.
Start hurling this fucking creature.
Genuinely, weaponize it, up its stats, and pivot at things. Easy
Just
win.
starts like. It's Quildor all over again.
Horrifying.
Oh, this is Quildor 2.0, guys.
Sounds like hissing and
That
like
de-
that
frothing
demon
at the
raccoon has
mouth.
returned.
Infect it with rabies.
Yo.
Put on purpose.
Yeah.
You will be made better.
You will be improved.
You will now do 1d4 poison damage with every bite.
Do you just, for my curiosity, do you have a name for it?
I do. I'm just trying to find it.
No, this
forgot
is
what
such a
Literally
good
just-
name. Literally, it's a small white rat You have a tendency to throw snowballs. Oh, it's like it's a match made in heaven.
That's what they used to call me at school. Small white rat.
Small white rat.
Your little snowball is very adorable.
All right. Well, while you find the name, then, anything else that the rest of you guys want to do?
Can I like do a polite telepathy to Nadria? Not like a
Yeah.
response one or anything. Polite one, be like, I just like a heads up. Luron maybe may contact you as you sleep tonight. Maybe.
Nadria goes from looking at like the things to be like.
Maybe for some more details about that guy's face. Maybe. Just telepathy. No one else hears it.
What does Chiba have to say about this?
Does she want to hear when Avalon speaks in my head?
Doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh.
I wish she was a big position. I'm just joining this one
Telepathy
day.
chain, is that like...
So, in the past, it has worked for a different reason, but
Sure.
this time Chivas doesn't seem to have any comment, which is unusual.
He's being sad. Feels mean to him.
So did you say that
He's
verbally to
crying.
us?
No. I just
Thinks it.
goes from
Sandwich
like
noises.
standard expression to just like.
What?
Because I'm looking at Nadria. Because I'm showing them a tiny little thing that I think is adorable, and then all of a sudden they're like,
Do you think it's because of you?
Nadria's looking straight at Avalon.
"Are you okay? Is it my fault? Did I do something?"
No, you've done things in the past, but it's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Oh my god!
Speak on it, Queen. Go,
Wow,
legend.
holy shit.
Go off.
That was
You're so
wild.
right.
You've
I worship.
You've
That's
done
like-
things in the
That
past.
vine of just the guy
But that's
going like,
alright.
the guy going like,
That's not what's important.
That is like the. That is fantastic.
Never let
Don't
it
get
go.
me.
Fester always.
Nadria
Don't get me wrong,
just
one day I will
popped
stab
off
you
for
in
real.
your sleep.
That's
But
crazy.
not important right now.
Oh, that's wild.
That is awesome. Well done.
Why?
You said verbal, I'm just like, what?
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
I would be like, damn! Savage!
The motherfuckers wanted me.
Yes.
You know that?
Why?
I would just be like, yeah.
What did you do?
I just said that you knew more.
But what?
About the guy's face.
Oh, I told you everything that I knew.
I talked to your one.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Our gods are friends. It's fine.
Actually, they were friends.
I know.
They're
Were they
related.
really?
Yeah.
That's adorable.
They're also both friends with Eklios as well.
Were they besties? Like best friends?
They're like brothers,
Yeah.
from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
They're
brothers.
siblings.
It was like, what was this? There was three of them that were like siblings.
That's so
There was a Ron Chibuff and there was a third one that I can't
Gods are
remember.
adorable.
And it's probably
Except
my
for
other
when they
notebook.
commit.
The one
Gods
that was
are
taken from me by Atlas. Great Destroyer.
Yeah. I don't know if I actually told you that there were. Maybe I did tell you that there were three. But so technically, you have Luron, Chivoth, and my brain.
My brain.
My brain.
My wife.
I want to say
No.
Sylvain. I think hang on. I gotta check my deep notes, but it's. I think it's Sylvain got a battle strategy. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a weird sibling. Battle strategy. Moon and dream.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Trickery.
chaos.
Yeah. They really pair all well together. You get to see all the dreams like leaving the dead.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah,
Bye.
so it's the reason that I think Sylvain, but I have to check my notes. I think that's right. Is because I do have a really weird dynamic, but you know, they were brothers.
What do you want?
It's fine.
Most people consider it an honor.
Maybe it will be.
It's a different energy, I'll tell you that, compared to T-Bug.
That is true.
Okay. You said maybe.
Yeah, possibly. Not super sure. He wasn't like really sure about
Okay.
what's going on.
Okay, that's good.
You might have to call him Lord. I don't know if you're on the first name basis yet, but like.
Like I am, you know.
You might have to call him Lord.
Hi, Lord. Great song.
No.
You could probably might be able to keep it casual. I think it's really up to you.
Are you like trying to guide me on how to speak to your god?
I come from a very different religious environment.
Hashtag God guys.
Yeah, I think we do come from very different religious environments.
Technically, for me, he's king. I don't know.
King, Lord, God,
Daddy.
Father.
Moon Papa.
I think it was probably Moonfather.
The Moon Papa.
He is called the Moon Father.
So he is Moon Daddy.
Yeah, he is legit Moon Daddy for real, for real.
For real.
I don't know. I don't think you have to call him my king. I mean, you can,
He's
but that's a long time.
My king.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you don't know what your like titling is in this plane for him. My lord works, my king. My
I'll
liege.
just, if it happens, I'll just ask. What do you propose?
Okay, that's probably a good spot, actually.
Just ask.
It's like a really weird out of context conversation ever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I started like maybe yeah, maybe.
Was that all out loud?
Yeah, you can just no. That was in telepathy,
thank
wasn't
God.
it? Yeah, you
no,
can.
no, the first one was, and after that I'm pretty sure it was all out
Oh,
loud.
gotcha.
Are you guys chill?
As chill as always. As chill
So
as
not
I always
chill?
am.
Listen,
I'm like, gives a thumbs up.
You guys are never chill. You guys need to chill out more.
I don't know, I'm pretty chilly right now.
If
It's
you
kinda cold.
not that kind of chill. Like,
Different chill.
like look at me and Dilbert and June. Like, we're chill. We're just like,
See how chill we are all the time?
It's just like,
I
yo.
just found out my best friend might be dying. I'm chill as fuck.
that's not. That is not the right normal reaction, but
That's why I did the air. Yeah.
And this has a weird energy to it.
I don't know where that came from. The point is, you're just mellow. You relax.
Coping mechanism. Don't judge. Coping mechanism. Dilbert's coping mechanism.
He's going
Very-
through something.
Yeah. But anyways, that's like too dark. Whatever. Sorry.
Coping
That's why he laughs about it. If he doesn't laugh, he'll cry.
That's live. Yeah, for real.
My mum said that to me the other day.
That's live.
No.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Oh.
Well, you know what they say. The famous words of Coolio. Life's a bitch, and then you die.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking so
Life's a
true.
bitch.
And then you die, yeah.
Amen.
Alright,
Yeah.
so having wrapped up that conversation, what's next for you guys? Anything else that you're hoping to do today?
Well, it's our last night, isn't it?
Dilbert's
Yes.
ready to
Yes.
conk out.
I need to buy some rations.
Oh,
Ooh,
like
yeah, good call.
Rowan said that he would give us rations at the
Mm,
tavern.
free
We will go
rations.
speak to Rowan and be like, hey, rations please.
Oh, okay. Good. Works
Yeah, I'll
out
do
well.
that. I'll let us know that. Sorry.
I was know that, yeah.
Sure.
Please give rations.
Please, sir.
We don't know
may I
how
have
much
some
he'll give,
more?
but we can always.
Buy more.
Get fucked.
I want to go find.
Get fucked.
I want to go find Rogue
Get
again.
fucked.
Yeah, dirty animal.
No, I actually have a serious question for him. That's the
What?
thing.
Okay, sure.
Yes. I need
Where
to
we
go.
find it?
I want to go find Rog again. Real
Oh,
quick.
Rog.
You don't. You,
Rog.
You just
Rog
want Holly to do the voice
or
again.
Rowan?
Rog.
Rog, okay, I misunderstood. I thought you said Rowan because they were
No.
talking about Rog.
Kruger
I was like, now I gotta do like the other spectrum of my voice range.
No,
Rogue,
because Rogue
sure.
mentioned that they have some insight on the other side
Sure,
of the
roll
whole giant debacle.
an investigation check for me.
I'll be back in an hour, maybe.
Okay, we'll meet you at the.
Don't wait up!
Can I
Yeah.
come with,
He
Kruger?
won't.
Sure, come on.
Cool.
It's just Rog. I'm just
Sure.
going to see Rog. 12.
Rock is pretty easy to find. You can hear the kind of him rumbling, walking throughout the streets. You can see him just kind of lumbering along. He is no longer walking with Kimberly, like he was when you last saw him.
Mm.
But he appears to be carrying a bundle of something under his arms that's wrapped in like it's kind of like tissue paper, but it seems to be a little bit more, it's an odd kind of fabric that's kind of draped over this particular bundle. It's maybe about the size of a barrel.
Damn. Oh,
And
well.
he's hefting it under one arm, kind of lumbering along.
God damn.
God damn,
Whoa!
Rog. He is a very small
Gold is the gold, size is the prize.
Is he the corner of that term in this world?
Toads.
Yeah.
Totes.
Fuck yeah.
Toads.
I like the headcanon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he say that out loud? Because I want to steal that.
Sure. If you go up to him.
Hey, Rog!
But you're so small.
You're lifting a whole barrel.
Yeah,
That's very impressive.
I'm good at it.
Big muscles, I guess.
You know, some people have to train them, but Rogue was born this way. Swirl is the goal, dice is the prize.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I did it.
Canon now.
Swallow is the goal.
That's Kruger's new like
Time to get the big one.
line.
Kruger's like, wow, it's so simple.
How many eggs do you eat in the morning?
Is that how I prove my worthiness to the Omen Killer? Very nice. Anyway,
I think
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, if I do bad, then I'm dead. Anyway, that's a future me problem. But now,
You failed.
I wonder what she's up to. She's just like creeping in the shadows, just like watching Kruger.
don't be a naughty boy.
Always
Watching Wazowski.
Always watching Wazowski.
That's good.
Uncanny.
Yeah, that was really good.
I'm a voice acting god.
It's what's the dude that isn't called the
The Wanderer?
The Wanderer.
The
Thank you.
no, but are you talking about the one that's following us?
Gaunty.
Yeah, no, I
Gaunty.
couldn't remember if it was the Watcher or the Wanderer.
The Wanderer, yeah.
The Watcher is the show you're watching currently. The Watcher.
Nice.
Actually, no, I finished it, so meh.
L. Alright, you're talking to Rob?
Yes. Hey, so in a more hushed tone, in case
He leans in.
Twerk's around. So you said before you might have some more insight on the other side of things, not the Zorax side of things. I was hoping you could maybe teach me some more, or I could get see both sides of the coin.
Well, Rogue is not a very good teacher, so
You don't have to. Just
this
give me the general.
Rogue is too empty in the head.
Oh, Rogue.
If only I had a headband of intellect, I would give it to this man right now.
Can you imagine how fucking
Right,
smart
19.
Rogue would be?
How much pain that would be.
My memory. You're very icy, droid.
Is that Rob?
That's my. It's my attempt at a rock. I can't do a good voice. Anyway, no, I'm not. No, not with that attitude. I'm not that bright, but I still think I'm kind of clever.
Do you think Rogue should be a teacher then?
Yeah,
You should teach what you're passionate about.
you could teach anything.
Rogue doesn't have any passions.
I knew a lot of teachers that weren't passionate about what they taught.
You know what? A lot of my tutors were like that.
Is that just real life talk?
Yeah.
No. In canon.
Yeah. A lot of my tutors were like that. They just sort of rocked up and saying, this is what we're learning, and I never paid attention.
So yeah, Rock, you could teach anything, especially what Kruger wants.
But shouldn't you be teaching people like the right thing? What if I teach them wrong?
That.
There's not a right thing. Rug, it's all valid.
That's not true.
Give me an
Yes,
example.
When you build a wall, if they tell you to put 3 stumps in it, and you put 4, then that's wrong.
Honestly,
Only
that's
to
kind of bad.
expectations, Rug.
Right.
This feels like a long conversation, Rug.
We
might talk about-
philosophical conversation.
We might talk about this over a beer, but for now, I just like Torek spoke very passionately about the Zorax and how they're kind of
There's
not down with tradition, and that's all I've always been taught from my one friend back home. So, but he's not involved with it. He lives more to the east. So, I was wondering, since you're closer to the conflict, you could tell me what's going on
well,
from your side of things. Doesn't have to be detailed, just in the best way that Rog can.
Torque is like... I don't know the word, but he's like he tells people what to do. And he's-
Bossy, authoritative.
Those are big words. Like he has big sword and he like tells people
Intimidating.
stuff.
No,
Not to rock.
scary. Yeah, because you two seem to get along,
He is my boss, so what he says I do.
even though you both have very different ways of belief in your culture.
Well, I am a Cyric, so I will do what he wants me to do.
Okay.
All the stuff that he thinks is not worth his time, I do.
What was the word? Asuric?
Assyric.
Assyric.
Hmm.
And what is it? What does that mean?
You can roll a history check on it.
I just spell it first.
Syrik.
S-Y.
And this is about giants?
Yeah. You can roll as well if you like.
S-Y-I-K.
RIK.
Thank you.
Check.
Assyric.
They'll actually have advantage on these rolls.
Ah, because they like your favorite thing, huh?
They're my favorite thing to kill.
What?
That is a... I've got a non-natural 20. And can you read that?
That is a 8.
Less than
It's
a
less than-
non-natural 20.
I got a 13.
What'd you get?
A non-natural 20.
Okay. And a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Syrics are... They're not... So a Cyric is essentially a right arm for somebody who is in charge, like a general. For the most part, the Cyrics are the people who do all the dirty work, so anything that, like Rog just said, anything that Torek doesn't think is worth his time or he doesn't want to do,
Offloads it to him.
yeah, Rog will do
Okay.
it. So Rog
Mm.
does a lot of, like,
More manual labor and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
go do this for me, go get my coffee.
pretty much.
That kind
Go
of
build
vibe?
that wall, that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I guard the gate, meanwhile you build the wall that has a
Yeah.
massive hole in it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's anything that Torek doesn't want to do. They're kind of like a squire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poor Rock.
Was that the information you wanted, Kruger?
No.
Okay.
A bit more. Wait. So that's how do I word this? But like no, that's like that's his position. Like
Yeah.
But like I wanna like. But can you like? I don't know. Like is the opposing the clan before Zorak before that kind of took back power. What like they were like the old Yon, like. So they're obviously way more in tradition. Do you know anything about that clan?
Well, the old clan is just known as Grotkin, so the Yon would rule over the Grotkin, and that was our clan. The Zoroks are, how do I say this?
The way Turek described it, they were more rebels, trying to bring down tradition that would oppress
They-
those who were who would try to, the only way to ascend was through strength and battle and stuff like that.
Well, they definitely hurt a lot of people. They didn't like that they were told what to do and told, like, how to do these things. And so they would burn villages of Grotkin, and they would kill any opposing Grotkin, and they would storm these villages and challenge their hunters. It was not very good.
So you're saying the Zorax are sort of, what's the word? Extremists?
Does that mean they do bad things?
Yeah.
That sounds...
I don't know. A lot of people kill people in this world.
That's true. But-
Extremist just sort of loses a bit of its meaning out here in the wilds.
You know what?
Are
Yeah,
they?
it really does. That's not helping me just figure
I know.
it out, June.
Oh, what's for Rog? Do you like them, Rog?
No.
Easy as. Question answered.
Yes. Okay.
So they fled to...
Are they only in the Dawnvale, or have they spread across the whole continent?
the whole continent.
And
Everywhere.
no one, and you're not mad that your boss is one of those rebels?
Ro is very mad, but Ro can't do anything.
Says who?
Everyone. Many people.
Who's these people? What, the townsfolk?
Well, Torok doesn't tell most people that, and they don't care if he does. But for Grotkin like me and like you, the Zorax are... they are trying to take down the Yon. And there has been talk of, like...
And he kind of leans in further.
There has been talk of them storming the grounds,
Yeah. Okay, so he knows too.
the conclave, and they want to destroy our holy sites. They want to
You see.
make the Yon pay for telling them what to do.
You see, okay. You see, that's interesting. Cause Turok told me the same story. Only it was more impassioned and about liberating the Zorax people. Oh. Oh no, gods.
Well,
And he crouches down, so he's like right in front of you and is like whispering as much as he can. He still carries.
Do I see Turok around anywhere?
Roll a perception check.
I don't want him to be like. I mean, he's a big boy, but like he could be hiding from a corner or something. Perception 19.
You don't see
Good.
Torok.
well, what I heard, Torok was speaking to someone who is involved. And Torok, he said that they want to wipe out anyone who opposes them. Anyone who has the old style of Grotkin. And I don't think that's very good.
No.
But I was already kicked out, so I can't do anything.
I mean, you were kicked out because you were different?
Yeah. They said Rogue would not make a very good fighter.
You're like one of the strongest people I've like met on this entire crazy adventuring journey I've been on.
Not for my clan. They are fast. They are much more.
He kind of makes like he doesn't know the word for it, but he makes like a gesture with his hand of like catching things.
They're quick.
They're fast, they catch.
Good reflexes, probably.
Reflexes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wet work is not.
I thought, you know, your tradition, from what my friend back home always taught me, is about proving your strength honorably in valiant combat, and those who would be deemed strong and gave it their all would be held in high regard amongst your society.
Well, that is true. There
So
are,
what? You're strong, you're compassionate, you have a great heart.
but there are.
And he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, and then like taps your chest.
There are more than one way to be strong. And Rogue might be strong with muscles, but for some clans that means nothing.
Rog, I'm out here to prove that you can be strong in anything. Doesn't have to be physical strength, and that you can accomplish anything. You don't have to follow a code. You don't have to follow the exact status quo. It's about proving them wrong and accepting that.
Well, you can prove it for both of us.
One day I'm gonna meet your yawn, or
He will be yours, too.
I'm gonna represent us both in an honorable combat one day, and I'll be like, this is for me and Rog. For the outcasts, for the people, for the unsuspecting ones.
Well, when you win, you know Rogue was your first supporter.
Yeah.
He like thunks his fist against yours. It's massive. In comparison.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. You're just really strong. Oh. That was helpful. Okay, I think I've got all I needed to know.
I think you have a pretty good shot with them.
And he taps where, on his chest where your pendant is hanging of the Omen Killer.
She's pretty cool.
She was awesome. She was terrifying. Like 2 hits. Ow.
Yeah, not
But I got a couple good swings on her. She'll. I don't know if everybody can talk to her. I mean, I don't think that's normal. But if anything, just spread the word. I fought the Omen Killer, and I got semi-close.
Yeah. I vouch.
Oh my god, it gets worse.
Is the smell?
Dog farted. Can you not smell?
Oh no, I thought
Okay.
it was lucky, but I didn't want to. I didn't.
Based.
Because I was like,
I cannot
damn.
have.
Lucky got gas, but I didn't want to say anything.
Fly horse.
One day I wish for farts
It's
this
a
foul.
curse right
it's
behind
all
me.
the
Yeah,
way.
it's pungent.
just
I
gone
was trying
all
to
the way
ignore
through.
it.
The air gun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
You can turn that off when
It's
you're ready as
only
well.
me.
I don't know when it's cold.
Huh?
Did I hear something? Okay, never mind
Man, you are free to make your own decision, but I don't like them.
Well,
Just been touched by the horse.
he wanted. Well, Torek offered me to come and help, and it was a pretty compelling argument. But something didn't fit right. And then when you said, "I'm glad we talked," I feel like I've actually got a clear idea of what I want to do.
Not many people speak to Rogue.
Rug, just to be clear, so we don't make a mistake, do you want them dead?
That seems kind of mean.
What if it was honorable death?
That is how we should all go.
They're very big on like honorable combat
But-
and death.
They want to kill all of us. I don't know. Maybe that is what it will come to.
Do you know who the leader of the Zorax clan is? Or like a name on the wind or anything like that?
Yes, but I was told if you were to say it, it's a bad omen, and you know omens are bad. Like you don't want that.
But what if we could challenge them what if we challenge them in the old ways and then we get them to back off if we beat them?
You want to beat?
He's like very sheepishly kind of shrinking down a little bit.
You want to beat? I can say it.
Can you write it out?
I don't know how to write.
I would like to do 2 checks.
Hmm.
One, I would like to do a check to see if I believe that it is superstition or if it's more concrete of avoiding saying the name.
Sure.
Like if it's an actual, like,
Roll an insight check.
spooky ping. That's not great. 6.
Whatever it is, Rog seems serious about it. He doesn't seem willing to say it.
Okay. Rog. Could you say it backwards?
Good
You're
call.
testing his
Good
little
call.
brain.
Give it a shot, as long an approximation.
Backwards.
I've got some other examples, but let's stick with one for now.
It's like Lord Voldemort. You can't say the name.
He is. He like shrinks into
That's the
himself
name.
and thinks, like staring for a little while.
Mhm.
Let me see. I have to see how I would say it backwards and then do it in the Rog voice.
Well, the other option, I was going to ask him to just say the vowels.
That might be easier.
And then we're just constantly on the lookout for like ooh, ooh, ee.
Ooh, yeah. Oi. What if they have like a title? What if we can't say? What if it is like the Dark Lord Voldemort, but you can't say Voldemort?
This is
Well, like that equivalent. Like you
the
can't say
funniest-
Voldemort,
the
but his real
funniest
name
part
is.
of this is
I've Voldemorted you bitches.
the funniest part of this is it's you're gonna say it backwards in the Rog voice, and then we're gonna try and have to figure out what it is forwards.
In the wrong voice.
Get ready to write it down, Connor.
In the Rog voice. Let's go. Love Rog. He's just
we love Rog.
We love
stupid
Rog.
bitch.
I'm aware I'm taking up a lot of time. I just want this name and then I'll shut up.
Oh my god, where is it?
How many consonants are gonna be in there?
7.
You're gonna look at it and be like, oh fuck. Now Rog can't pronounce it.
Rog doesn't know what this says.
Baby?
Now, Rug becomes the guy from Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, yeah, Crazy Dave.
Crazy Dave.
Yeah.
I love Crazy Dave.
It's Crazy Dave.
Real.
For real.
Is there one name? You give yourself like an 8-syllable name.
We're trying to string words together.
Fuck. Just testing my brain.
Brain teaser.
I respect this.
Yeah.
Oh god. I think you broke Holly.
Honestly, the worse you say it, the harder it is for us is gonna be, and that's probably a good thing.
But I don't want it to be hard for
Oh,
you
okay.
guys. This is a smart idea.
It was very
It's just
smart.
annoying.
Big brain over here.
Huge brain, huge.
I mean, does it still ping backwards? If it's like Bad Omen, is it like just any format?
Mm-mm.
What about like in other languages and stuff?
Get him to say it in halfling. Can you say? No.
I'm so sorry. This is killing
You
my
actually
brain.
stumped her. That's
You look
great.
like there's horrors on your phone.
What I would do is I would look at it and then just read it as best as you can.
Yeah, I think I've got it.
Okay.
I had to think of it.
Bob.
No, you just that's so bad. No, stop.
That was really good, but
Backwards. I think. I think the crowd.
No! Oh man, I've got the zoomies.
I think already it would probably be Kirayak. Kirayak.
Correct.
Tyrion?
Damn. Did you get Kirayak or Kirayak?
Kirayak.
Kurayak is what I got.
Yeah.
Kirayak.
Kiri.
Africa.
That's exactly the reaction I wanted because you're like, damn, now this name of my character is butchered.
Didn't even matter, yeah.
Kiriet or Kiriek?
Kirayak.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't. I'm
C-O-U...
Like this. There's your phonetics of it at least.
Thank you. That's
Maybe
fucking
like Ray for the middle
Kir-
though. Like R-A-Y.
Kirayak.
To make it easy for me, hammer.
So.
Bob. It's just Greg.
A Kirayak?
Oh, fears.
A Kirayak?
Kirik?
It didn't end with an A, it ended with a K or a C.
Yeah, a Kirik.
Kir.
I did my part, gang.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing.
Kairik?
Yeah.
Kruger, shut up.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're fucking
Kruger, you
welcome.
can't.
Thank you both.
Sorry.
Did
You
you?
can't.
Yeah, because Leah could translate my brain without me knowing it.
I can't show you my.
Shut up, Kruger.
I'm whispering.
Don't say it.
I'm whispering it.
You're not meant to whisper it.
Wait, so if I say it, am I like, wait, Rock, if I say it, is it like bad vibes, bad omens?
You're the one that talks to the Omen Killer.
15.
Okay.
Will the omen killer come and kill me if I say the name?
I thought you were friends.
Well, we are, but, it's complicated.
You could just ask her. She might know.
Anyhow. Kruger, we
Rog, you're so smart. I'll ask them tomorrow.
Grog is smart.
You can just summon the Omen Killer whenever?
Oh, no, I've never tried.
Oh, okay.
Why would I try? I'm not religious. I don't know how to pray. They gave me a cool pendant and said it's like, that's the mark. As a reminder of,
That's
I'll be
pretty much
watching
what
you.
religion is.
Maybe you should just yell.
But I don't worship the Omen Killer. They're cool. They're like an acquaintance, like a homie.
We'll figure it out.
Real, for real, for real.
Do I have to worship?
Yes,
Do I have to? Do
No,
I have to
no.
convert?
I think you should just yell. Like scream. You know.
I'll talk to the god people.
Yeah, true.
I'll talk to the god people.
Good
They'll
idea.
know. Okay. That's a tomorrow thing. Again, it's like, what? Then I get like a notepad, like, what would Nadria say? What would Abelard say? What
Pretty
would
much
Dilbert say? It's like,
Anyone else?
Yeah, I can't believe Dilbert is one
Intense
of the.
prayer.
You as well, I
You
believe.
forgot one
yeah,
of
oh
them.
yeah,
Ira, yeah.
Paladin, yeah.
You
Well,
forgot one.
forget.
Which god person that's will you listen
Really?
to?
There's a lot more
Yeah,
god
you-
people in this party than.
Good
Oh,
god
it's actually
yeah.
what 50-50 split, isn't it? Half god, half not. You, me, Adon, and Val. We're not god people.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Oh,
Well, thanks, Rog. Oh, Kruger, was that all you had for Rog?
Yeah, Rog. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you're not smart.
Don't
okay?
ever change.
Well,
You're great the way you are.
lots of people tell me that I'm not smart though, so
Well, they're not smart.
Real.
they like to read books though. Rogue can't write or read.
Smartness doesn't come from books always.
true. That's, yeah.
I don't think Rogue is very good at being smart. Rogue is good at lifting things.
Be good at whatever you want to be good at, Rogue.
Well, we're gonna be off, I think, at dawn. I think someone said dawn. We're gonna be off at dawn tomorrow.
I will wave you up.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
From my inventory, I have 2 necklaces.
Hmm.
I'd like to take them out and put one on each of Rog's arms. Like big old bracelets, presuming his arms are fucking like
Yeah, they're
Huge.
Yeah.
Cougar.
Rog a parting gift to remember me by.
Isn't he coming with us?
Is Rog coming with us?
No, Rob's
No,
not.
no, no.
Rog decided to stay.
It's
I
Kimberly's
did.
coming
I
with
don't
us.
think you offered Rog.
Oh no,
We talked about it, but
I
Rog was
actually
like,
did say if you ever wanted to come on an adventure with us, you could. But he said he had
Ah.
responsibilities here.
Sure.
Mm.
I don't remember.
He's
but-
Oh,
busy.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 sessions ago.
Mm.
Rog, wear these with pride. One is for blood and the other for terror. Strength and valor.
I don't know if I like the first one.
Strength and valor then. But have a grand old life, Rog. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Okay.
I'll get out some of my.
Don't get killed by the
oh.
by Gaunty,
My Gaunty.
please.
I'll get out
Obviously
some of my like
can't
face
just-
paint, and I'll just quickly like inscribe on his his what do you call that? Like your hand, I guess.
Mm.
Like, oh, because I was thinking palm, and like what's of a palm?
Back of your hand. Yeah.
Back here, the big brain. I'll inscribe the rune for friend on his palm.
Aww.
Very nice of you.
See you tomorrow, Rog.
Did you just dab on Rob?
No, no, like.
5 inches.
Well, now I did. Now I did.
Friend.
See you tomorrow.
Ironic.
See a friend.
When you win the conclave,
When I win.
the conclave,
Hmm.
you prove yourself.
I expect you to be in the front row.
I don't think I can be, but
Well, I will request it.
when you do it, I think you will be very good, Yuantua.
I love this guy.
We love Rog. Me and my
Rog
homies
believes in me.
love Rog.
Good luck. Goodbye.
Yeah. Come on, Joe. It's like, is it like dark now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You reckon I should try another one of those like big giant stews again? Because only you and Nandria saw it last time.
Oh, you want to show off to the others?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. You succeeded the first time. What's to say you'll succeed a second time?
What?
Have we gotten to the tavern?
Yes, I'm done.
The
Go.
rest.
Oh, you guys having a long rest?
You're
Wait, I
dirt.
meant the rest is the place that we're at.
Oh, the rest.
Are we having the rest?
Yeah, we're going.
You're-
We're going to the rest.
We're gonna ask for rations in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, overnight there's some stuff I'd like to do.
Sure.
Sure.
What's up?
Well, I'd like to summon an owl down,
Hmm.
and I'm wondering if I can make it my familiar.
Sure. What is involved in that? If you wanna tell everyone.
Tell us your secrets.
This is just aesthetics flavor, but I would like to imbue it with the magic that I currently have within me. So I know that I can summon the owls forth, and I know that I've got this sort of eldritch ability within me. I sort of draw my fingertips along the grooves of its bones around its orbitals, and sort of down the tips of its wings to its flight feathers, and perhaps even across its talons, slowly working my way around its form for about 10 minutes. As it probably cools down even slightly in the magic. And that'll be that.
Sick.
I'd like it to be a big snowy owl if I could.
Sure.
Hedwig?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
You, as you
take it
find
back.
your, as you find your lodgings in the rest, June, you head up to the room, open up one of the windows, and try and get in touch with the owls. You stick your arm out, and eventually you hear the lands on your arm, and you can see before you a kind of quite a barrel-chested owl, snowy owl, and you proceed to make your familiar after the 10 minutes. Mm-hmm.
It's a barrel. Sorry. Look, I've been doing really well.
It's moments like these I have to consider
Killing.
killing something. Kill the part of you that cringes. I knew that to get you. I was just waiting. Alright.
My brain had to process
Yeah.
it. Kill the part of your Corinthians.
So, you make the owl your familiar?
Mm-hmm.
The horse was touching me, sorry. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Do you give your owl a name? Familiar?
No.
Oh.
I've still got a hand that I wanted to eat at some point,
What?
but
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
We don't know any of this.
I try to forget about it.
I guess I'll just do that overnight in my spare time. But that's
Bit
the
of a
only
lie.
thing.
Yeah, just
Sure.
because.
I'll share that with my owl.
Whose hand are you eating?
It's the hand that's of the giant that we took.
Okay.
Fucking important.
Okay.
What's if it's like really fucking old?
And really probably like off
Manky. Yeah.
and rotten.
Mank.
Oh,
make me so hungry though.
That's got mank energy.
my god, make me eat the craziest of shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Damn, I mean I respect it, but damn.
Why do you respect
Because they're eating a fucking hand. When God,
Alright,
God,
so-
God knows how old.
The hand that you'd found in the hut, as everybody else has presumably gone to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so, because there would be comments.
You're in the kind of the dead of night. You find yourself with a particular craving for flesh. And you pick up this hand. You can see all of the tattoos that line it. It's huge, and it feels, as you hold it, very, very old. And you begin to dig into the flesh. It's gone past being sour and is pretty much just mush as you're eating it. That is a level beyond sour. And there are bits of tendon that catch in your teeth and bits of like thick sludgy blood that coat your chin.
While the texture may be horrific, does it taste delicious?
No, it's well beyond sour.
Mm-hmm.
The smell is pungent, and it's kind of, it's a little bit like a smell of, what's the best way to put this? Like, it's not sulfurous, but it has that kind of, like a puke smell.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all sharing the same upstairs room?
I don't think you are. I think you're separated into a couple of rooms.
I believe so.
2 or 3 rooms.
I think it was 3? I don't know.
think we just took as many
As he had, yeah.
I don't know.
So, as you're...
If Dilbert's sharing a room with you, it smells like home.
Probably. I mean, I assume you wouldn't stay with Abelard, for example, so... It is honestly foul. Doesn't taste great. Smells awful. Texture also awful.
Probably like it too.
What was it?
You probably like it too. I said.
Just kind of eating away at it. I'd like you to roll a con save for me.
12.
Okay.
12.
Sure.
Things I've
You
tried.
manage to make your way through the hand. And is there anything else you'd like to do overnight?
No.
Do you eat the whole hand?
Me and my owl.
You're fitting it to the owl as well?
Yeah.
Roll a con save for the owl.
My familiar died.
I swear.
Summon it, can you?
Oh,
That's
Does that count?
no.
Roll it again. Roll it again.
it's not bad.
It's
Oh,
not.
no.
Like 5 probably. I don't know what the plus is.
What's What's
minus
that?
one.
Not good.
Owls have a -1 con save.
It's not an owl technically.
Maybe use it. Yeah, while you're using like
Yeah,
was it
it's a
or imp stats?
reskinned
Pseudo-dragon.
Pseudo dragon
Yeah.
stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to the chain, baby.
Pseudo dragon.
Yeah,
They're really cool.
They're like dragons that are like this big.
It is a 5.
They're like dragon rats.
Sure.
Dragon rat.
All right.
Pretty much, they're tiny dragons.
You both finish the hand. The bones are left. You feel ill. And you notice that your owl seems to kind of be curled up on itself where it rests.
That's rough.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is it alive?
You can roll a nature check or an animal handling.
That will be an 8.
Seems to be breathing.
It's a coma. Food coma.
Sure. Then I'll cast Cure Wounds on it at 2nd level. Because I'm going to sleep anyway.
Sure. Let me look up cure wounds.
1d8 plus 1 HP. It just
Cure
recovers
Wounds
HP.
Not what
doesn't
I'm looking up.
Fix diseases.
It does not fix disease.
I know
or
it
anything.
doesn't, but this is. I have to look very specifically at it. Give me a second, everyone.
It's at least specific.
Slay.
Spells no effect on undead or constructs.
It's a
Creature
creature.
you touch regains the number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Slay.
Lesser restoration
Slay.
may be.
Slade.
Slay.
Back on the door.
Yo,
Slayer.
this is a
Why
slide.
would have cure disease prepared? And
Okay.
There's no reason why it would have
Cool.
it.
You heal the owl. Any kind of like superficial cuts that you can see, or any kind of damaged feathers or anything like that, seems to vanish. Nothing else seems to happen. The owl is still curled in on itself. Eyes are still closed.
That will be the night for me then.
Sure. Remind me, you got a 12,
Yes.
and the owl got a 5.
This will come back to haunt you.
They're gonna get mad food poisoning.
Just rise up in the middle of a hike.
Shit.
Shits violently.
This is how Abelard finds out the medicine check.
Shitting and pissing.
You examine their shit.
Yeah,
Is this
food
a
poisoning
people?
pit.
I think it would be decomposed by then.
That, yeah.
If it's mush.
Because it's still meat and crap. You can still decompose it.
I have a +10 to medicine and I regularly roll about 25 on it.
Burn.
Sure. So,
Anyway.
if that's everything for everyone,
Mhm.
you guys all find a place to rest. And then you're on the road, but not quite yet.
Not
because
yet.
first,
God time.
Dilbert.
Dilbert!
Oh.
You can't do interesting things. I need to pee.
Wait
You
until the
can
break.
Go piss, girl.
No, wait until the
Yeah,
break.
go pee.
It's
Go
recorded
piss, girl.
I'm
entirely.
assuming after we finish the dream sequences, it'll be break time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Also,
piss, girl.
So just,
Dream sequences.
Your job will
Yeah.
be to look through the footage at some point.
there you go.
Go piss, girl.
Go piss.
Okay, bye. Very quick.
Piss quickly.
You have piss mission.
Piss mission.
Pissmaster.
No. Piss boy.
Piss boy.
Alright. Tilbert, as you find yourself curled up into a little ball, unusual for you.
Sorry.
Very pungent smell. Unusual for you. Usually like to stretch out as much as you can.
Yeah.
Tonight you find yourself kind of curled in. Sleep comes to you quickly, and it's peaceful. You feel calm, tranquil. You can feel a kind of warm fire that seems to burn in your chest. Eventually, you find yourself kind of stirring to the sound of crackling flame gently in the back of your mind. The roar of flame. You can tell that you're awake. You're kind of shifting. Everything feels very warm. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It feels just on the edge of being a bit too warm, but you feel very relaxed. Do you open your eyes?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
You open your eyes and you squint for a second at this bright light. You find yourself staring up at what appears to be a cavern of crystals.
Is it similar to the one that I have been in before?
Quite similar, yeah.
With a
There are these
pedestal in the
large...
middle?
You don't know yet. There are these large obelisks of crystal, these geodes that kind of stab downwards, all different shapes and sizes. The room ceiling is completely covered by this open geode. The rest of the walls seem to be this smooth red and orange hue, deep purples pushed right back, kind of like a glass finish to them. And as you look through them, you can see this endless images of fire. They kind of just crackle gently within these geodes, all the way back, seemingly just endless. You look up, and you can see that the space before you appears to be its own kind of vast, much bigger than where you had found yourself last, in the God's Forge. You can't see the end of this room. You can hear all around you flame, but you can't see it unless you look into these geodes on the wall.
Is there... Can I walk forward?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
platform ahead of
Yeah.
you. There's a... Oh no, a very sorry horse.
No!
Oh, horse is licking my pen. Nice.
Not as bad as a fart.
That was pretty tragic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that was
right.
bad.
Ahead of you, you can see what appears to be a bridge, a walkway. Where before there was a sheer drop in the God's Forge on either side, a plummet down below into these similar jagged edges of crystal. This particular walkway actually seems like it's been carved out of a geode itself. You can see the rough exterior of stone that comes up around the sides and hugs the walkway like railing. The inside is sharp stabbing outwards with these red and orange crystals. The floor is smooth and a mirror finish. As you walk forward, looking down, you can see what appears to be a shape moving again, similar to the dragons that you'd seen in the God's Forge, that kind of...
In the geodes or...
In the
Yeah.
geode, yeah, on the floor.
Hmm.
There's one that seems to kind of turn and weave from side to side. It's a deep purple in colour. It looks very much like the crystals. Jagged edges, spines going backwards, all made out of crystal. As you walk forward, you can hear the flames get louder around you. There's seemingly no end in sight. Do you continue to walk?
Yeah. I walk towards the pedestal
Mm-hmm.
that I can
There's
see.
no pedestal.
Oh,
It's just a
it's just a walkway.
walkway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason not to walk forward.
Sure. Do you say anything?
I
Are you thinking anything? What's Dilbert?
probably wouldn't say anything out loud, but I'd probably be thinking, like, hey, this is a pretty cool place. Thank you for bringing me here. I like the dragon. As reverently as I can possibly think.
Sure.
Said
You,
thing.
as you think in your mind about all this space around you that seems very, very grand. It seems so much bigger than you are. It kind of gives you a pause to think there are things out there that Dilbert couldn't even imagine seeing just yet. Maybe even at all. They seem so much bigger, so much more grand. It seems here as if the connection to Maiar is far stronger even than it was in the God's Forge. You watch the dragon kind of curl its head back towards you. You can see these sharp spines of crystal that kind of reach back up its nose as it stares at you, and then it kind of barrel rolls and swoops forward.
I kind of like I wave at it, I guess.
You watch as the dragon flips again, so it's underneath you directly and kind of just swaying, its face staring up towards you. Then it kind of loops around and then continues on its path. Roll a wisdom save for me.
I'm rolling so bad.
I believe.
I should use my.
Oh.
I should use my
That's a
inspiration
curse.
here. Squandered. That'll be 13.
The 13, you feel yourself growing hotter and hotter. It's beginning to get a little bit uncomfortable now as you're walking further and further forward.
Does it feel like it's getting hotter ahead of me? Like, is it the
Roll an
distance?
intelligence check.
Nat 20.
It seems like the fire is emanating from you. As you're taking steps forward, the fire is growing hotter.
Sure. God, I don't even know how to roleplay. I don't even know how I would react to this.
As you're walking forward, the dragon underneath you, watching, swooping, weaving in and out.
Dilbert goes, is that you? I can't, you know what? I feel like Poe from Coco Panda.
Oh no.
That's just the vibe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
that is.
Like
I see
a
it.
little bit. Not in a disrespectful way. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah. So as you whisper this to the dragon, you watch as it kind of, its wings just extend outwards further, kind of pulls and shifts to loop back around you. Did I put one of my buttons? No. It felt weird. I felt exposed.
I kind of just go.
Thank you.
It's a.
You can't flash Twitch.
I know.
That's a really cool form if it is you, and if it's not, it's a cool dragon if it isn't.
You, as you're walking forward, you're speaking to the dragon. You can hear in your mind, everything, and it kind of, everything, echoes off the walls.
That's all you hear, everything.
You hear
Probably not the
everything.
voice.
I
of
hear
it.
everything.
Pull that all the time.
Everything in here is a part of you.
I'd say questioning, kind of more of a rhetorical, like, statement-ish. To myself, like, question to
To-
myself.
To yourself?
Yeah. While I look around. Still walking forward.
Worship is what you hear back.
I stop in place,
Yeah?
I guess. And I close my eyes again and lower my head.
Sure. You feel yourself stop. And the flame roars up around you. You begin to feel yourself fall forward,
Nice.
further and further and further. And then you feel your knees impact heavily with something smooth beneath you and cool to the touch. Your eyes are still closed.
Before I open them, I say in my head,
I have an interesting experience with worship, but having seen this, I can't help but kind of change my perspective. And then I pray, I guess,
Sure.
before I open my eyes again.
You pray. You feel that warmth kind of that had surrounded you in the upper chamber. You feel yourself now on your hands and knees. The fire seems to ebb away. And it becomes that same kind of peaceful, gentle crackling of fire. You open your eyes?
Yeah.
As you open your eyes, you find yourself head bowed, staring down at these red crystals on the floor before you. Similar to the walkway that you just found yourself in. Though there appears to be no dragon around you.
I look up.
You look up. You can see the chamber looks very, very similar, though there's no sharp drop of over either side, no walkway. Just a flat, red crystal floor, smooth and cool to the touch. And ahead of you, you can see a large crackling fire that begins to shift to a humanoid shape, the fire curling off the sides. Just two bright white eyes in the center of this roaring flame. It walks towards you. You can see as it gets closer and closer. It's about 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Huge and intimidating. The fire just kind of scorches your face slightly. You begin to feel a prickle at your skin.
It's an honor to be in your presence. And then I lower my head.
As you say that, it kind of inclines its head. And you hear this voice that booms around the space. Safety! Some of the crystals begin to fall to the ground.
I don't know how to respond to that one, so I'm gonna just, I guess I'll stand up
Sure.
and face my R, if I can only guess
Sure.
what I assume to be.
It stares at you for a second. Prove.
I will. I say with as much resolution or resolve as I can muster.
You will have challenge.
Will I know?
I will watch. Prove
Right.
yourself.
Will I know when the challenges come about?
As you ask, the flame begins to recede slightly.
I'll take that as a maybe. I kind of just whisper to myself. And then I consider in awe what just happened.
Sure.
Is there anything around as well?
Completely empty space. Save for just this god that stares down before you. It's an intimidating sight, this 10-foot tall, just wall of flame that seems to be human shaped. These two eyes staring into you. It also kind of feels a little bit comforting at the same time to be in this space with the god that you've chosen to worship. I am interested to see what you do. Prove. And then the flame kind of goes towards you. Lunges towards you, and you feel the flame engulf you completely. Roll a wisdom save for me.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
that. A wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 16.
Awesome. You feel yourself beginning to panic slightly at first, as this wall of flame just lunges towards you, engulfs you completely, and you feel the flame kind of scorching over your skin, crackling. It begins to get hotter and hotter. And as you go to step back, you feel the flame follow you. Practice your breathing. Close your eyes. Get to center. And you feel the flames kind of curl around you and wrap around your hands. You open your eyes again and you can see the flames licking up your wrists. You can't see the room around you anymore, only this flame. You see two white eyes staring at you. Prove.
I nod.
And you can see the mouth of a dragon opens up from the flame, and you find yourself snapped awake. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Ah!
Bit of Dilbert.
Hell yeah.
Dreams. Dilbert's got dreams, aspirations.
Dilbert's got the dreams.
For real.
Just so it's in the world, because I know that I just kind of gained the ability to fly out of nowhere. Can I snap awake and just sprout wings of flame, or is that coming?
Something might be coming.
Okay. I won't.
Something might be coming. And you
I
guys.
won't intrude then.
Stand up. You guys will find out when we return from our break.
Fuck yeah.
For everybody who's watching on Twitch, it'll be just a couple of minutes, but for everyone who's on YouTube, we'll see you in the next part. If you'd like to catch up on anything that you might have missed up until this point, to see how Dilbert became someone who worships a god like Mayar, see where the rest of our party have come to this point.
It's a good episode.
Please do go and check out the links down below to our social media. We've got our YouTube. We have all of our archive videos over there, including the Rift Between Worlds Cathora campaign, Loki's Planthera campaign, which we'll be returning to in a couple of weeks. We also have Xander's campaign over there as well in the world of Arban, a world of their own creation. Connor's going to start DMing soon too, so that'll be up there as well. We also have all of the one-shots, which, next Friday, we're going to be running a Halloween one-shot. Loki's going to be running it, so tune in for that as well. I think that's pretty much everything. Lots of other social media links down below, so we'd appreciate it if you check it out. We'll see you guys in the next part. Much love to you. It's always a pleasure and never a chore to DM. Goodbye for now.